Just kind of happened slow, like sunlight on the kitchen floor, that quietly starts to glow. You said my name like it was light, like it didn't weigh a thing. But somehow when you looked at me, it felt like early spring. I told myself it's nothing, just a season passing through. But my heart keeps leaning closer every time you do. I don't know what this is, I just know it feels warm, like something starting quietly before it becomes a storm. You're my summer crush, nothing serious, just us laughing in the golden hour, talking like we've got enough. I don't need forever, I just need this rush. You're my summer crush, and that's enough. You're my summer crush, nothing serious, just us laughing in the golden hour, talking like we've got enough. I don't need forever, I just need this rush. You're my summer crush, and that's enough. We sit too close on purpose, pretend it's just the heat. Your shoulder barely touching mine, but I can feel my heartbeat. You steal fries from my plate, like you've done it all your life. I memorize the way you smile in the fading light. I know September's coming, like it always does, but right now it's just July, and right now it's just us. Maybe we're not meant to last, maybe this will fade, but some things don't need promises to still feel brave. You're my summer crush, a story written in the sun. No plans for who will be when this season's done. I won't ask for always, I won't ask for much. You're my summer crush, and I love you just enough. Just enough. You feel like July, not too loud, not too shy, just golden at the edges, like the middle of the sky. There's something in your laughter that lingers in the air, like heat that stays on skin long after you're not there. I don't wanna name this, I just wanna stay. stay. You feel like July, slow and passing by. I don't need tomorrow when you're right here tonight. If this is just a season, I won't even try to make you more than July. We talk about nothing, but it feels like truth. You lean in closer, like you don't need proof. I memorize your freckles, your sun-kissed skin, like 10 lines fading, but carved within. It feel like July, warm against my mind. Even when September leaves us both behind, I won't ask for forever, I won't ask you why. You feel like July. You feel like July, warm against my mind. Even when September leaves us both behind, I won't ask for forever, I won't ask you why. You feel like July. Just like July. I notice when you're quieter than you were before. I notice how you look at me when I'm walking through the door. I notice every little thing that I pretend I don't. Like how my name sounds different when you say it slow. Maybe I'm imagining, maybe I'm not. too close on the pavement, your knee almost touching mine. Sunlight falling between us like it knows the right time. You tell a story slowly, I forget the words you said. I'm watching how the light moves through your hair instead. If I lean just a little, would you lean too? If I lean just a little, would you lean too? There's sunlight between us and something unspoken, a space we both feel, believe wide open. If this is the closest we're meant to get, I'll live in the light between us. Your shadow crosses over mine, then pulls away again, like we both know the boundary, but don't know when. There's sunlight between us, warm but thin, not quite enough to call it a thing, but enough to remember when summer ends. The sunlight between us is too warm. The days are getting shorter. I pretend I don't see how the light leaves earlier than you and me. There's a quiet in the evening that wasn't there before, like summer slowly packing up its golden floor. If I don't say goodbye, maybe it won't end. I hope this summer stays just a little more. I'm not ready yet for closing this door. If love is just a season, then let it delay. I hope this summer strays. I know we never promised anything at all, but sometimes the quiet hurts before the fall. I hope this summer stays, even if we don't, even if the tide pulls us both alone. I'll keep this golden feeling in whatever way. I hope this summer us both alone. I'll keep this golden feeling in whatever way. I hope this summer stays. Please stay. Please stay. We sit outside past 4 o'clock, ice melting in our hands, talking about nothing much and making no big plan. Your sunglasses hide your eyes, but I can feel your smile. The air is thick and golden. We don't check the time. If this is all we get, I'm okay with that. Late afternoons and cold drinks, your knee brushing mine, laughing like the world isn't counting down the time. No future in the question, no pressure in the link, just late afternoons and cold drinks. I won't ask what happens when the heat fades away. I'd rather stay right here in this golden delay. Stay a little longer. Stay a little longer. We never called it love, we never gave it a name. Just two hearts leaning close without playing a game. No anniversaries to mark, no lines to cross, just something quietly growing in the summer gloss. But every time you left, I felt a space. But every time you left, I felt the space. But every time you left, I felt the space. Hey, hey. We never called it love. Maybe silence kept it safe. We never had to. We never had to. Your towel next to mine on the crowded sand, close enough to touch, close enough to understand. Salt on your shoulders, sand between our toes. You splash water at me like nobody knows. If this is just a day, why does it feel big? If this is just a day, why does it feel big? If this is just a day, why does it feel big? Your towel next to mine under open skies, nothing but the ocean reflected in your eyes. If we never say it, I'll still be fine with your towel next to mine. I wonder the way you shook your hair, and how the sunlight made everything fade. Stay right here. Stay right here. We stayed up past midnight on someone's rooftop, talking about futures like they wouldn't stop. You said you might move, I said I might too, but we laughed like those words were never true. We knew it was ending, but not tonight. We knew it was ending, but not tonight. We were laughing like we had time, like summer wouldn't close, like the tide wouldn't pull us, but nobody knows. If I could live anywhere, I'd live in that line, laughing like we had time. skies, it felt so wide, even knowing it couldn't survive. Said something I almost did too, but the sky was too pretty to ruin with truth. We both felt September waiting at the door, but neither of us wanted to ask what for. Get on heck, head and ask. It won't end if I deny. It won't end. I didn't ask what happens after when the air turns cold, when the some stories are meant to pause, not because they failed, but because they were. I didn't ask. I didn't ask, and I won't. The colors slowly leaving from my shoulders and my hands, skin turning back to winter, like it never touched the sand. But every time I see it fading in the light, I remember how you traced it on that rooftop night. You said it looked like proof that I had been alive. I didn't know you'd be the proof. I try not to hide. The marks are disappearing, but you're still here. I outline, even after light. It doesn't hurt the same. It doesn't hurt the same. I don't scroll that far, but I know they're there. Sun in your eyes, wind in my hair, blurry from laughing, crooked horizon lines, proof that we were careless in the best of times. I don't need to see them to remember. We're the pictures I won't delete, even if we never speak. They don't make me cry, they just make me weak. Not in a breaking way, just incomplete. The pictures I won't delete. I'm not holding on, I'm just not erasing. Some things deserve their quiet place in. Pictures I won't delete. The pictures I won't delete. They can stay. You only knew me in summer, when I was light and loud, when my skin was warmer, when I felt unbound. You didn't see the winter, the quiet in my room, the parts that overthink, the early falling gloom. Maybe that's why it works so well. You only knew me in summer, and maybe that's okay. Some versions of ourselves are meant to stay that way. You love the sunlight, I won't blame you for that. You only knew me in sun. still exists somewhere. She still exists somewhere. You only knew me in summer. 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 You only knew me summer. You only knew me in 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 summer. The beach looks smaller without your voice. The city feels heavier without that noise. Even the sunset seems less white, like something bright just slipped aside. It's not dramatic, just different, just different. Everything feels quiet now, not broken, just slow. Like music playing from a distant show. I'm not shattered, I just know. Everything feels quiet. But everything feels quiet. Everything feels quiet. Silence doesn't scare me. It just reminds of how loud we used to shine. It's okay. It's okay. I don't miss the way you lived or how it had to end. I don't miss the question marks or I'll find her again. We both knew from the beginning there was a clock above our heads, ticking softer than our laughter, but ticking all the same instead. You said you leave in autumn, like it was already true. I nodded like I understood what that would mean for you. Some things are beautiful because they pass. It was never supposed to last. That doesn't make it small. Just because it ended doesn't mean it didn't mean it all. Some loves are written only in the sun. It was never supposed to last, but I'm still glad it was. You just met me in the middle of a long and golden day. You gave me back my laughter. You gave me back my skin. You reminded me how easy being happy can begin. To stay. Thank you for that summer, for the way you held my hand, for teaching me that love doesn't always have to land. Even if it faded like footprints in the sand. for that summer, for the way you held my hand, for teaching me that love doesn't always have to land, even if it faded like footprints in the sand. Thank you for that summer. Hey, 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 we think that love means always, that if it's real it stays. But flowers bloom in cycles, they don't apologize for days. We had our month of sunlight, our stretch of open sky, and maybe that's the measure, not how long, but why. I don't need to hold it to know it mattered. I don't need to hold it to know it mattered. Some loves live in seasons, and that doesn't make them less. They teach you how to open without the guarantee of yes. If I learned how to feel and how to be brave, some loves live in seasons, and that's okay. I don't need it back to call it true. It shaped a version of me and you. I don't flinch at your name now, it doesn't steal my breath. It sits inside my memory without regret. There's no sharp edge left, no midnight ache, just a quiet understanding of what we made. It doesn't weigh like it used to. It doesn't know. I carry it softly like a letter never sent, not torn, not burning, just folded in a fend. It doesn't pull me backward, it doesn't push When summer comes again, I'll walk the same old street, maybe different company, maybe just me. The air will feel familiar, but lighter on my chest, because I've learned by now not every ending is a test. I won't be afraid to feel that way again. I won't be afraid to feel that way again. When summer comes again, I won't compare the light, I won't measure new hands against an old July. I'll let the warmth arrive without pretending. When summer comes again.